Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dokkanic here, and today I'm going to be doing an informational video on things to come until the 2-year anniversary arrives. So with that being said, first thing I just want to make note of is that I will be using the DBZ Dokkanbattle.wiki.com timeline of events. Please go ahead and use this. This is where I'm getting all my information from. It gives you a full timeline of all the events from the time that the game had started, with the enough talk time for an epic showdown Goku battle, all the way down to what I will be speaking about, which ends at the Blazing Blue Fusion and Rose-Colored Terror, the events that we're currently working out now. So really quick, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to throw this on the other screen, just because I want to be able to go through and show you. Again, I'm also using the Japan DBZ.space website, because this is where I'm going to get my information about the event, and I will also be using the wiki to go over the future cards that are coming out, including some of the rebirths. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start. The first thing I want to say is the next one I am not 100% sure of. It's going to be the Arale events. I'm not going to go too deep into these events because we do not know yet if they are going to be coming. I'm sure we are going to find out in the next week. I think that this is going to start by either this coming week. I believe it would probably start this coming Sunday night. That's April 30th or May 1st. Between those two dates. If not, they would start the following week. If these do drop, I will do a video about them covering the event. At this point, because I don't believe that they're going to be available, I'm not going to do coverage on that. So with that being said, we're going to go on to the next event, which is the one that we know is going to be available, and that is the Cell event that's coming out. And this is going to be for the Strength Cell. So this event is going to have a 3rd level added onto it. It's going to be a super level event that drops 7 medals. It's going to consist of the Strength Cell. You're going to use that in order to grind the medals. The other thing that is available during this is Awakening of the Android Super 17, or not Super 17, of Android 17 and Android 18. They get their Dokkans as well as Cell from this battle. You will also be getting the ability to awaken the Strength Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which I know a lot of people are looking forward to doing. You will be able to awaken, obviously you're going to be able to awaken the grindable cells. So, I believe, though, yeah, you actually get to Dokkan Awaken the old cells that you have, the first form cells that you got on the pulls. So that's going to be a great, that might be able to benefit you if you have that on your team. As you see, there's a lot of information here. I'm going to go over the cards in just a second. In terms of the cards, I'm really just going to be going over the Strength Cell and the Strength Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the pull rates really quick. So in terms of the JP side, pull rates on the banner overall were at 8.5%. Might not be something you're willing to pull on for him. He is available on a lot of banners in the future. He is a cool card for the Strength team, but you really don't need him. I mean, you have a Mega Shenron, you have Gogeta, you have a whole bunch of really strong characters. Cell is cool, but after watching a whole bunch of the other YouTubers, they even have stated that the ones that actually play the Japanese version have stated that the Strength Cell was only good for maybe a month or two, up until the new meta came out. May be good on an extreme mono strength team, but you will have so many chances to pull him in the future. I don't recommend pulling on this banner. Alright, cool. So Strength Cell, his leader type is HP attack and defense plus 100%. He has 3 different super attacks similar to Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. The Solar Kamehameha at level 10, or key level 10. Self-destruction at key level 11, which is attack all. And the Solar Kamehameha at level 12. Immense damage, mass damage, immense damage. And the 10 and 12, all of them increase attack and defense. The self-destruction, it does mass damage, not immense, so he'll be doing a little bit less damage, but it'll hit everyone on the field. His passive skill is attack plus 100%. That's why he will be doing really well on an extreme strength type lead team. Though he doesn't have the best links, he has shocking speed, which isn't that prevalent on a strength team. He has Nightmare, which is great on a extreme team. Kamehameha, big bad bosses. Those, well, not really the Kamehameha. He might be good when, you know, with Super Saiyan Rose, I believe, and I believe that's it. Maybe Goku Black, and he has big bad bosses. Messenger from the Future, Revival, those are 2 bad links. These are really what you want in what you're looking for in him. Next one is the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, all types attack and HP, plus 30%. That's a okay leader skill. Of course, if you're new to the game, that might be good for you. For a lot of people who aren't, we're not really. You're really looking for a key and attack all around buff, attack HP and defense buff all around. Immense damage, so he gets upgraded there. Key plus 3 and attack plus 70% at the start of the turn, so he is self-sufficient. And he is getting a fierce battle trait, so that's going to be really, really useful on a strength team when now that he awakens with that. So he's going to be a super good card, and he's going to be a lot of use. If you already have him, great. If not, you will pull him in the future. He has a higher chance of pulling on a lot of the banners. Again, I don't recommend pulling on this banner. With that being said, the next event that comes out after the Arale, there's going to be another Arale event, by the way, after the Cell event comes out. Again, we're not going to cover that. The next event is this one for the Agility Tien. This is for the Strike event. He is going to be good against the LR Frieza event that's going to be coming out soon. We're going to cover that as well. I would say make sure you get him to Super Attack 15, Awaken, you get the one card up to Super Attack 10, Dokkan Awaken him, get a second one at up to Super Attack 5, Dokkan Awaken him, feed them into each other, get him up to level 100. He is going to be super useful. The LR Frieza is a Strength type character. He does medium chance to stun all enemies, which is kind of a horrible passive skill. But yeah, so make sure you grind him out for the team. So the next event that we're going to be talking about is the... it's not really an event for a card. This is going to be a story event. It's for the Dragon Ball Super, for the Super Saiyan Trunks. We have 2 cards that are getting Dokkan Awakened. It's going to be the Super Saiyan Physical Trunks and the Super Saiyan God Tech Vegeta. Those 2 will be getting awakens, and there is a grindable character here. It is a Strength Trunks that gets the Dokkan Awaken into a Strength Super Saiyan Trunks. If you look over here on the right hand side of the screen, he is going to be grindable or farmable on the 4th level. And then you have to get the medals over here for all 3 of those cards. Let's go ahead and take a look really quick. This is the Dokkan Awakened version of that Trunks over here. All types, HP, attack, and defense plus 2500. That's not really that great. Causes supreme damage. Okay, not bad. All allies attack plus 20% for 1 turn, so that's cool. He buffs all the all your allies on a physical team. I would only run him on a physical team, honestly. He's not that great to be on a heroes team. Again, if he is one of the only few heroes that you have, run him. He is good. I'm just saying on an ideal team, he's not someone who you would run. Passive skill is super good, though. All allies attack and defense plus 25%, so he's just a buff unit. He literally buffs everyone up on the team. He has prepared for battle, which is a good length. So he's a really good support unit. He's a great support unit on a mono physical team. Here on a mono physical heroes team, he would be super useful as a buff agent. Next one we're going to talk about is the Tech Vegeta. He was kind of when he first came out. Now he has attack and defense plus 70% when facing one enemy. That's super useful on a tech team, especially on a mono super team. Super attack causes supreme damage, attack plus 20% for 1 team, so he's another buffer for 1 turn. So he's another buffer. And his super attack causes supreme damage. All allies attack plus 20% for 1 turn, so he's another buff. That's good. There's really nothing else to say about him. I don't see a lot of people running him, but he could be useful on a tech team, and he links really well with that Tech Goku, the Tech Super Saiyan God Goku, that is. The farmable Strength Trunks, Angry Superpower Super Saiyan Trunks from the future. Strength and Tech type key plus 2, not that great of a leader skill. Extreme damage to the enemy, so again, not that great. Attack and defense plus 30% start of turn for 7 turns. That is not that great. Throw him at the end, make him a revolver, so that way he can keep his passive going. Alright, so the next event to come out following that is the Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, or as it is translated from the JP version, Miracle Sword of Light. Eternal God that distorted the world, apex of the future. Now, that's pretty damn intense. And you're also going to have the Merge Zamasu event on top of the LR Frieza event. I'm not going to go deep into it, but we're going to touch base on that right now. Let's see, Sword of Light to cause a miracle was held. This is going to be a basic event, a standard Dokkan event, 2 stages, Z Hard and Super. We're going to go ahead and we're going to be able to awaken the new Trunks that has come out. He is going to be a pretty decent card. I'm going to go over him in a second. He's going to be a hero type leader, which it focuses on stats instead of key. And the strength and physical Trunks, the Super Saiyan Trunks, are going to get Dokkan Awakenings. The Super Trunks anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look at the summonings on this. It's going to be 8.5% overall for SSRs, and that Trunks is going to have 0.8%. Let's go ahead and do a little review of the card. He is Super Type Ki +1, HP Attack and Defense +70%. So he is very useful on a Heroes team. If you've seen my past videos, you know I run a full Fusions team as of right now. If I was to grab him, yeah, I would replace him as the leader from Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, just because I prefer to have the attack, HP, and defense plus Fusions teams. There's nothing but Ki all over the place. And honestly, I'm going to be touched based on the Merge Zamasu one in a second. He, you know, because of the two passives on Goku Black and Super Saiyan Rose. Immense damage to the enemy, greatly lowers defense. Changes strength Ki to intelligence Ki. So, an attack plus 15% per intelligence orb attained. So he kind of has that little bit of a nuking ability, which is kind of cool. Kind of reminiscent of the Super episode when he grabbed all the Ki, like the Genki Dama or the Spirit Bomb, when he grabbed all the energy and he went after Merge Zamasu. So that's actually pretty cool. I like that came out. The next one we are going to talk about is the Merge Zamasu event. You're going to have 2 levels to fight against Merge Zamasu. And let's take a look. You will be able to grind out a Merge Zamasu to max his super attack out. Highly recommend doing that. I actually plan on pulling for him. I don't know 100% if I want to. I mean, let me restate that. I want to. I don't know if I'm going to. Just because I don't think it's going to be worth pulling on that banner. This is a pretty damn good event. I love this card. I love the card art. I think it's pretty damn cool. I love the concept of Zamasu. Let's take a look at this banner. It was an average of 10% as opposed to the Trunks, which was 8.5%. That's pretty cool. You have the Intelligent Super Saiyan Trunks on here. Merge Zamasu. You have Vegito Blue. You have Trunks's. So actually, you know what? Yeah, this event might be worth pulling on just because there's so many good cards that you could possibly get here. So the next event is the LR Frieza, which I'm happy about. He's a free character. It's just a grind like the LR Goku event was. Good thing is you get to use LR Goku in this event. In terms of having to summon on anything, you get him on the first stage and you grind out medals on the second stage in order to Dokkan awaken him. And then you have the third stage, just like the Goku event, where you have to fight him again in order to get the medal drops. There's also a 4th event that came out, or a 4th stage that came out. I'll touch about that when I do a full overview of it. But as of right now, this is one we're going to be concerned with. You can use any farmable card in order to grind out this event. Makes the event a lot easier, especially if you already have an LR Goku. I do use only Super Attack 10, but I have him. Very useful. I have a second version of him. I didn't want to grind out the 777 medals. I'll talk about that at a different time. But alright, let's go ahead and take a look. Move on to the next one. And the next event, but not least, this is the one that's going to come out before the Super Saiyan 4's come out, is the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta event. As you can see over here, another Dokkan event. 2 stages here. He is a demigod lead for the intelligence types. He is actually a pretty damn good character. Do I have it? Yeah, he's open over here. And he's the in-type demigod leader. He is a HP attack and defense plus 100%. His super attack causes immense damage to the enemy and raises attack for 3 turns. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of the raising attack for a certain amount of turns. It's just not something I like. Passive skill attack plus 100 and extreme type enemies attack and defense minus 20%. But yeah, this is a good card. I'm not 100% sure if you want to pull on that. Let's take a look at the banner. I mean, you have Buhan, you have Janemba, you have the old school, the old lead, the 3000 leader, so that's not that bad. You have the 70% leader, and then you have the 100% leader. Let me play this. If you don't have any of these cards, I would say go for it, because there's a lot of good things that you can grab. I probably didn't state this earlier in the video when I should have. Just because it's 9.5% on the JP version does not mean that's what the rates are going to be on the global version. I just want to state that because I don't want to confuse anyone. Things do change. Rates always change on global versus JP. The rates can go up, the rates can go down, or they could be the same. With that being said, guys, that's pretty much it. These are all the things you could come to expect in terms of events that are going to come out up until July when the Super Saiyan 4's get released. Hey guys, appreciate you taking the time to come out and see the video. Please like the video. If you like the material that I covered, let me know banner cards you're going to be going for out of all these that I just announced for up until the Super Saiyan 4's. And remember to punch that subscribe button.